It's December 31st, 2025, which means that it's New Year's Eve and that tomorrow is New Year's Day, January 1st, 2026. And that to me is super exciting. I know that there's probably not a huge difference between December 31st and January 1st. I mean, it's not. It's no more different than January 9th and January 10th, or May 14th and May 15th. It's just one day after the other. But culturally, there's a big difference. And growing up, I've always romanticized New Year's. Because for me, it's a time to reflect on the year that has passed. And a year is more... It's not that abstract of a concept. Sure, it's the time that it takes for the Earth to go around the sun, but it's also a way to measure your life. I'm 23 years old. I turned 24 in 1 week from today. And it's just interesting to reflect on the on the year that has passed and your life in this year. What has happened? What hasn't happened? What did you want to have happened a year ago? So 2024 going into 2025, what did I want 2025 to be like? Was it that? I can say probably not. I don't remember a lot that I wrote 2024. And I guess that's kind of why I'm making this video right now. I'm going to pick my brother up in around 20 minutes. So I don't have too much time, meaning I can't reshoot this a bunch of times. It's more important for me for this to be imperfect than it is for it to be absolutely perfect. I'll probably not make a lot of cuts. I'll just transfer this video to my phone and upload it on YouTube. Because to me, this is documenting and reflecting on the year that has passed. And I'd like for this to be a reoccurring thing to happen. Because it's nice to go back and see where I was 1 year ago. I'm sure I can find a diary or a journal page somewhere that reflects on 2024. And I should probably make an entry in this book. I don't think I'll have the time right now, but I think when I get back from celebrating with my siblings, then I will probably write something in this as well. Maybe something a bit more personal than what I'm willing to share here on on YouTube and online, but with the time constriction that I do have right now, I still wanted to record this and say that 2025 has really been a formative year for me personally. My ex and I broke up this year in January or in February. You could also say that we broke up around December 2024. We took a break and we saw each other again, and then it was final on February 17th. I think was the last time I saw her. And we didn't speak. We had absolutely zero contact until I randomly stumbled upon her at a cafe in Uppsala. But after a breakup, especially a breakup like this, I assume there are breakups that aren't just filled with hardships, that I won't waste a lot of time and thought on other scenarios, I realize. I'll just speak from my experience. It was hard. It was so hard. It was the worst thing and the hardest pain that I had felt. It was physical pain. I felt it. I had moments where I just screamed out loud in agony and in pain because it hurt so bad to lose the person that I love the absolute most and who I still believe is my soulmate. But it also forced me to reflect a lot on myself, on my relationship with others, on my relationship with her, on my relationship with myself, my time management, where I put my energy, what I prioritize. They're basically the same thing, and throughout this year, I've made a lot more friends. I'm in a friend group right now, and we're about 11, sometimes 12 people, but mostly 11. And I'd say I'm good friends with all of them. But there's 2 in particular that I'm even closer to. It's Ebba and Sam. We're very close and good friends. And then, of course, there are more of you. We are also very good friends. And I love them, all of them. It's so much fun to be in a friend group. We're always doing stuff. We're going out on the weekends. And I'm so happy and so thankful for them. And I know that we'll be friends for a long time, which is also exciting. I also moved. I moved from Gothenburg to Uppsala, and that was super formative and exciting. I never started my YouTube channel. Well, except for now. I have posted a lot of YouTube videos, but I haven't put much thought or effort into them. And I hope to do that in 2026. Because I've reached a point where I realized that I really want to try this. Growing up, my entire life, I've always watched YouTube and I've always felt like I want to be a YouTuber. And now I'm kind of tired of not doing it. And it's this really analysis paralysis where it's gotten to the point where I feel like I am a YouTuber, but I haven't posted a single video, and where I am tired of it already and I haven't even started. And I want to get out of that slump. Or that rut, which I will. So this will be a first video of many on this new YouTube channel that I've started. And that's exciting. I also have a project that I want to work on. It's a platform for education here in Sweden. And I'm super excited about that project. And I will put a lot of time and effort into it. I feel like 2026 will be the year where I actually stop doom scrolling. I had a really good run in Japan. I'm also super proud of me going to Japan on a solo trip for 3 weeks. That was super formative also, and just to be alone in that manner. And the sad part is that coming back to Sweden, and especially going back home here to my mom's, did ruin a lot of the good things that I built in Japan with myself. It was too easy to fall back into bad routines here. So I hope that 2026 will be a time for me to try and find back to myself all the good things that I realized about myself and the person that I was in Japan, because that was really good. I was actually happy. And I want to feel that happiness again. So that's 2025. There have been probably the hardest, absolutely the hardest thing that I've experienced, the greatest loss in my life was in 2025. But I also made a lot of new friends. And most importantly, I feel like I've made friends with myself. I know who I am. I know Nathaniel much better than I did last year. And I'm so proud of myself. And I'm so happy and grateful and excited for 2026. So, for me to be able to look back on this in a year's time and see what I got right and see what I did, I have a few ideas for 2026. I really want to be more consistent with YouTube. I feel like that's the one thing. On 2 channels, on this one and also on my educational platform. So I really want to start that company, and I really, really, really want to work hard on it. And I feel like with that, more things will come. I won't say 2026 I want to spend more time with my family. I won't say I want to spend more time with my friends. I don't know what's going to happen. There will probably be some losses in 2026. I hope not. But probably. I will probably travel. And I feel like now just traveling spontaneously solo to Japan has opened the door for me to do something similar again in 2026. So I hope to travel more. I hope to be out in nature more. I want to go hiking more. And I just want to feel closer to nature and closer to myself and more distant from my phone, more distant from social media and from these big tech companies trying to control my attention. And I want to be a kind human on this earth, and I don't want to stress a lot. It would be nice to spend more time learning languages. I feel like this year was kind of the warm-up to getting to know myself. And I hope that 2026 will bring a lot of opportunities for me to get to know myself better. Try more hobbies and just be happy and at peace. I would love to reconnect with people that I've lost in a healthy way. But I don't want to force anything, because I don't think that good things come when you force them. I truly, truly believe that maybe things come to you when you least expect them. And I just want to be open to change and to opportunities. I don't want to close a lot of doors, and I want to work hard on this business idea that I have and on my YouTube channel, because I think that those are the things that will bring me the most fulfillment and joy. I don't mean to say that I want to hustle and overwork. I just feel like when I look at this past week, I haven't spent any time doing the thing I want. So it's weird to have the goal and not wanting the lifestyle. I want to be happy and content, and again, synonyms, with the lifestyle that will take me closer to the goal. I want to develop good systems and good habits. I've also been more interested in coffee. I've been looking at secondhand espresso machines, so that would be fun if that happens in 2026. I hope to make a better matcha than I do right now. I just did my first one, and it was good for a first matcha, but I know that I can get much better. There's a lot of things that I can say. I don't want to make the list too long. I'd rather have a few things and really try and focus on them. That's it. I will see you in 2026. And Nathaniel, I will see you in a year's time when you look back on this video. It's like that Billie Eilish interview 1 year later. That's fun. I'm excited to look back on this video in 1 year's time. Take care. Thank you for 2025 and good luck in 2026. I hope you had an absolutely amazing year in 2026. I'm proud of you and I love you. And my belly is rumbling. It's time for me to pick up my brother and we will go to our sisters. Happy New Year's. Bye-bye.